Hello everyone, today I want to bring you a very small video here. Over the last couple of days there has been a lot of noise in the market. And today, the reason why I want to make this video is just to ask you a simple question. Why are you participating in the market? Why are you doing what you're doing in the market, right? And I'm looking at you here, asking you, are you in a chat room? Are you in participating in any type of forum that you blindly are buying what is now popular, what is now trending? I know that there's a lot of people making money out there. That's actually a pretty decent thing. It's great. But to ask yourself if maybe you set up yourself for success, if you're really putting in the work, or if you really want to live the great life that you dream for, and you up for success, or you're just trying to do something without understanding why you're doing it. Times, and I was reading about a post online, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and the person was saying there was a guy that had a successful career over the last 4 years in trading, right? And there was somebody else that were putting comments and stuff. That was Instagram, and the guy was saying, I was putting in the work but I was not making money. My green trades were green, but they were smaller than the red ones, so it was actually wiping out all of the little gains that he had, and actually drying up the whole account. And oftentimes you see people that are so-called influencers or influential on the way of thinking that you might have, and you think that if they buy in this, well, then there should be something that is actually going to move. But in reality, that other person has his own idea of when to start, when to get out, when to get in. And if you don't know exactly the thought behind it, you might end up holding the bag. I know that there's a lot of diamond hands out there. If you don't hold forever, you're not called diamond hand. I don't know how everything goes with in regards to that, but I'm not here to talk badly about anybody. But I'm just saying, and ask yourself the question, do you understand why you're buying something? Or maybe you're in the market just to buy and hold to see what happens. But if for example, if I give you an example here, you look at this stuff. I had several different time frames, if you notice there in the monitors. Right here you can see the daily, and the same thing is right here. It's a 4 time frame formation here: 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and the daily. One thing that I look for when I want to trade is, for example, this type of trends. If you look at here, we could take it back, and it's been holding very nicely on top of the 20. You see the trend, it comes and it pulls back with a little bit of consolidation, holds, pushes up, then it gives you a little bit of consolidation sideways, flags again, and come and have a retest to rest a little bit, then push up, another consolidation, push up, and another flag, and push up, another flag. And now here we have this pull and a flag again, resting very close to again 20. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that because it did it in the past, it's gonna actually do it again, right? But the thing is that if the pattern actually continues, there's a pretty decent chance that it might actually break the consolidation right here and keep going forward. But are you buying this because you know that this might end up working and you're taking the risk accordingly, or you just following somebody without even knowing why things are happening? If I may, for example, one thing that I do, and let me try to pull up these scanners here. I have a set of scanners that give me ideas of what I'm actually looking for, especially when it comes to swing trades and stuff like that. Well, I just canceled this thing. To have an idea of what type of positions I want to enter on is during normal market hours, not going really only for swing trading, but for trading as well. For example, if you look at here, we are going to see our ETO ran over the last day after hours. If you look at here, the formation, the trend is actually holding well, right? And right here is 213. If you pull this down, you're gonna notice that it started to print up here, right? So the trend is going up and is holding very nicely. Now we're having a little bit of a breakout. What I look for is names that will give me this type of push, right? And then it gives me a pullback into a moving average and come right back up on the daily, so that way I have a decent trend. For example, if I may show you something, let's see, something that I traded over the last days or so, LGHL, and it was because of the daily chart. Let me pull up the daily here. If you see how it comes and rests right here on the 20, pushes up, and now after this nice push up, it actually pulls back into a moving average and it pushes up again, right? And this is the type of stuff that I actually kind of look for on a daily basis. For example, on a TELL right here, and it's because of the daily. I took a trade intraday a couple of days ago on this thing, and again, it's because of the daily. You see the consolidation into the moving average right here, right? And so now we have a doji, seeing if we're gonna hold. But I want to show you the reality of what I look for when I'm scanning these things in regards to what the daily really shows. If you look at here on the extended hours, on the pre-market, pardon me, this thing actually ramped up very nicely. Look at the break and look at how we came to the moving average to rest here and then push up again, right? So again, look at this consolidation and push up. But I have a process of the things that I'm actually looking for to know exactly what I want to see, not because I want to buy some random stuff. And I understand that the power, everybody getting together to push the market here or there, but I just wanted to bring you this video to ask you, do you actually know what you're looking for? Do you actually know why you're buying, selling, getting in, getting out? Or are you just reacting to what the other person is telling you, that good or bad? This is one a name that we traded a couple of days ago, and even in the chat room, if you look at the pullback right here, very nice pullback on the daily, right here, giving us this nice pullback, right? This little pullback here, and this bull flag formation that came here to rest, right? It came to rest on to the moving average, push up, come and rest, and then keeps on going higher. This is the type of stuff that actually gives us a little bit of a range. Look at the same thing here, pushes up, pulls back into the moving average, and then follows through right here again. Look at the how this thing reacts. But most importantly as well as a daily, look at how and it starts to open up in the pre-market sessions and the after hour sessions. So this is the type of stuff that will give you a little bit of a confirmation that things are actually starting to open up. And yes, obviously it's the first day, but what it does is that it starts to open up, and it gives you the idea that you might end up having a follow through, even if the following day see how it starts to open up in the after hours. It started to print 581 here, close, it went to a high. This thing here, how was a high? 757, right? So it's really far off from the $4.81 that we have here in the last day closing. So even, you know, we have a gap up on the following day, which is Monday, and it pulls back, well, then that's not a problem. You can keep watching this stuff, because if you can see here how it pushes up, consolidation then keeps you follow through. This is the type of stuff that will give you decent gains. I'm talking about consistent gains, not the home runs that people are thinking that one thing is gonna go. Now with the GME, GameStop, and AMC, KOSS, NAKD, and all of that kind of stuff, people are thinking that, well, these things are gonna go for $1,000, and there are still people holding GME and AMC and all that kind of stuff, thinking that at some point this thing is gonna come back. I don't really think it's gonna go back to whatever point it was to a high of $500. Again, I'm not trying to talk badly about anybody here. What I'm just saying is, for those people that are holding stuff that bought at $350, $400, whatever, thinking it was gonna go to $1,000 because that's what they were calling for. Now $1,000 price tag on this thing, because 500 was possible, why not 1,000? A pullback, 1 day pullback, 2 days pullback, it's gonna get us there. It's been pulling back ever since. But if you don't know why you want to get involved in something, you might put yourself in a pretty bad situation, and holding for something that you don't even know why you're holding is probably not a good strategy, right? So I just wanted to bring you this video, convey this little idea of, you know, things to look for when you want to buy something, when you want to get involved, not necessarily only follow somebody's idea, but do the right thing. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, I would like to invite you to just have a conversation. Come over to the community chat room, right? Just to have a conversation. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. Just to have a conversation and participate with. And the invitation will be in the video description. If you did enjoy this video, I appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, and if maybe you took something away from it, a golden nugget or something, put it in comments. Let me know if you appreciate it or not, and what you think about this kind of stuff. So until next time, greatly appreciate the opportunity for bringing you this, and happy trading. See you next time.